Hello, everyone. My name is Dominic.
My name is Jamal.
And I'm Josh.
Yeah.
Hello, Joshua.
Hello, Josh.
I'm the Meowth that's right of our group.
There you go.
You get that reference?
That's right. I'm James.
I'm not her.
Okay,
I'm not gonna be her.
Okay. Well, all right. Welcome back to Soul Oasis. Yeah. It's been a little while.
Yeah.
Let me explain why. First off, we had technical difficulties. We were going to do it back to back and then have a week off because I had my mother in town. She was here. It was great. The podcast, something happened. Probably something I did wrong. Let's be honest. Only 33% of our information uploaded onto Riverside, the platform we use to edit and upload the podcast. So we were not able to put it up. All you would have seen is Josh speaking to nobody.
Yep.
For most of the podcast.
Which would have been funny, but...
It would have just looked like a schizophrenic episode.
Yeah.
I considered uploading it anyway because that's really funny, but I did not. Yeah. The week after that, I had my mother in town, and now we are back. Damn. Excuse me. I'm drinking butterbeer, everybody. Oh, yeah. Okay. So here is what we're going to do in recompense. Today we're going to do a podcast episode. Today being Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody, if you care about such things. And then either tomorrow or Monday we're going to record another episode and I'll upload it that same day. And I'll start putting shorts up of both episodes throughout the week, leading up to our normal weekly schedule.
No.
What?
No, we're not doing that. Why not just wait and release it the next week?
So that we catch up. We have 2 episodes.
I'm not going to be here next week then.
Even better.
That's why I say, why not put space in between the two?
So you want to record
this one Saturday,
Yeah,
record the other one the next day, and release it.
Release it somewhere else.
Yeah.
You guys are seeing the inner workings.
Dude, you could have just saved that.
Yeah, I know what lots of
I do want to point out that Dom has talked about this, and Jamal was just staring at him nodding.
right now.
No, before the podcast.
I didn't know he was going to do it the same.
Dom explained it. You're just like, yes.
So missed that part.
Like a fool on camera, everybody.
Well.
Yeah. But it's my camera. So I'm going to delete everything you just said, AI it, and make it just something great. No. But that's what we'll do instead then.
See.
Today I'll go ahead and upload this. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'll get stuck doing. But on either Sunday or Monday we'll upload another one, but you will see it at the end of the week. Jamal won't be here because
I'm going to go see my mom.
Yeah, he's going to go see his mom in... Actually, let me not give you the address. Just because you go looking for it.
If you send gifts her way, then by all means.
Okay, yeah, she's in town.
We have a rule on the podcast that moms come first.
Yeah.
That's just life, I guess. I don't know.
Not for all of life, right?
Okay, eventually, but as I stand right now...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You're out of your mind. So you think... Anyway. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes. Let us know, what do you usually give or get on Valentine's Day? If you're a woman, I'm guessing you're getting more.
Oh, did you know
Let's
that...
just be real.
Have you guys heard about Galentine's Day?
Yes.
What is Galentine's Day?
It's the day before Valentine's Day, where girls just get together and give each other gifts and spend time with each other. Abby was telling me about it, and I was like...
Then they can do that and replace Valentine's Day.
My thing is so they get double the gifts, and it was Abby was like, you can do Valentine's Day, and I was like, there's no way a bunch of men are getting. Yes, exactly. That's what I said. Again, who cares if you're straight or gay? But you're not going to get a whole bunch of straight men together who are going to be like, I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you, bro. Here's some flowers and chocolate.
Okay, it sounds great, yeah. But some actual, if I gave Jamal a box of chocolate shaped as a heart
the first thing out of his mouth is going to be,
I love you.
Deep into my eyes. Hey.
I feel like Jamal would be like, thanks.
I feel like Jamal would be like, okay, I appreciate the gift, but this just, I wasn't feeling it, so I'm giving it back to you.
Yeah. Giving it back to you.
And yesterday. You try again.
Is that what it was yesterday? You were doing Valentine's Day with the ladies?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
No. Actually, they have my friends, they have their Valentine's Day next weekend.
They're just making up dates now.
Exactly. But yesterday at work, they brought gifts. I received so many gifts yesterday. Mind you, I'm the only man, and I work with a lot of women. And I came in, and they were giving me gifts, and I was thinking, like, oh, dang, was it, like, Christmas? Is it someone's birthday? Did I miss something? And I don't know if it's just me being a guy or me being, like, not in this situation before, but I didn't know you just give, like, I'm not talking about chocolate. Like, yesterday I walked into work, and they gave me chocolate or a stuffed animal, I'd be like, okay, cool, this is Valentine's. But they were giving out gifts. I'm talking about, like, journals, like socks, shoes, like lotions, like these were real gifts. You know what I mean? Yeah. I opened it and I was like, huh. Now I felt so bad because I didn't know we were doing this. I didn't come prepared.
Nobody talked about it?
No, they all just had gifts ready. I guess they had like a girl thing going on or something.
I would be offended that they gave me a gift if they have a girl thing going on.
No, I'm saying like
no. Can I just say this actually does tie into like why guys miss so much? I know I've told you guys, I've told you the story, but the amount of times I just write things off to girl stuff, I would have known that my wife was pregnant like so much earlier, but she would just do things, and instead of going like, huh, I was just like, my wife is a woman. And that was my explanation for every weird thing that happened.
I hope she is.
And I was just like, and I realized I was just like, how much stuff do I miss on a general basis by just shrugging and saying she's a woman? Yeah, like I was like, look, there's
I'm
nothing.
happy I do sometimes.
There's nothing on this planet better than
women. It's just. No, what? It's Valentine's Day. Let me not.
I was about to say, Tom, me and my wife, we're bound together by God, so she can't go anywhere really. Neither can I. Can. I mean, she could go to kill me, I guess, but
I wasn't taking that kind of leap.
She's actually sending me messages right now because she's in the bedroom. She's typing. She can hear everything I'm saying.
Is it racist?
No.
God, that would have been funny.
That would have been really funny.
She did send me a message. She did send me a message of, why do I need to kill you?
Ah.
Is she listening?
Yes.
How does she know?
I mean, it's a small condo. She's just that way. I mean, not in the room, but she's like in the next room over. And I talk loudly. You try. Abby, if you could hear Dom, he's encouraging you to kill me. I don't think you should listen to him.
His board games will be mine.
Honestly, that's the only person I can bequeath these board games to.
Oh, please don't. I need.
You just get a gigantic box that weighs like 10 tons.
The whole reason I stopped buying them is because I didn't have any more shelf space. I've been telling Jamal for a year and a half I'm going to clear off that top shelf of all my whatever people, and I didn't. And every once in a while, I think I see his eyes look over there just a little bit.
The judgment look.
He knows.
When Abby walks into the office, I always see her like look at the shelves, and there's just a little piece of just sadness of like.
You haven't played a single one of those.
I was about to say, tell her to play one, and she'll understand.
Well, no, see, there are some board games that Abby will play, but there's other games she will not. Funny story about Abby. I know I keep telling funny stories about her, but our plan is that after Lizzie, I guess the episode that I announced. So we're having a girl. Her name is going to be Elizabeth.
I forgot. Yeah, that episode is just.
Yeah, that episode is just destroyed. I forgot. Thank you.
Congratulations!
Congrats!
Yeah.
You already give her a nickname.
I was just about to say.
Hey, you're not even calling her by your
These
government
men
name.
are
It's already done.
These guys are uncles now. I know.
Elizabeth Swan Foster.
It's Elizabeth Rose Foster, but close enough.
Oh, okay, I was close.
Swan Rose. Yeah. But so we were talking about how this room will eventually become her room.
Okay.
And like we're gonna do it in like a whole Rohan style mixed with Brave.
Whoa.
Because like Brave and Rohan can kind of mix together, and it was kind of like I all of a sudden realized I was having a girl, and I had an existential crisis. I was like, I don't want there to be like princessy stuff, and Abby's like, you are having a girl, and so I was like,
I mean, you can just indoctrinate her into all those things you like anyway.
But I want her to be a girl. Like if she ends up liking the stuff I like. Anyway, so the shelves are going to go out to the garage eventually with the board games on it. And so I was telling Abby that, and her reaction was like, yes, and then the computer and the desk too. And I was staring at her and I was like, no. And she was like, yes. And I was like, Abby, I'm not going to play the computer in the garage. And she was like, well, why not? It's like, because it's Colorado. It's cold. And like, it just tickled me because I was like, she just expected me to have everything out in the garage and like just for me to like come out like when I want to play games, the guys be like, all right, guys, it's time to play Smite. I die of like
just a freezes.
I'm like at the end of
keep your heart rate up, Josh. We're almost done.
Abby's sending me all caps messages over Discord saying, I'm used to insulated garages.
It's like that episode 5 of Star Wars when Han Solo finds Luke. We just cut open.
I'm in carbonite when...
All right. Put him in.
It was just so funny. It just really made me laugh. Just the utter certainty of both parties of like one being like, and then you'll move the computer out, and then me like, no.
Yeah, that was done the moment she mentioned it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like, I was like, I'm more than happy to like have the shelves. I just got to be careful because I have a friend. It's a really interesting friend. I actually met him in college at Santa Fe. Really good Catholic guy, and I was standing in church a couple months ago, and this dude was standing by me, and he turned and looked at me, and he was like, Josh? And I was like, Matthew? And like, so this is a dude I knew like over a decade ago, and we have not stayed in contact or anything. And he has like 4 daughters now, and we play board games together every Tuesday, or we try to, you know. And he was telling me how he plays all of his board games in the garage with his friends. So I got to be careful because I have a feeling that the curse that my mom cast on me of saying I'm going to have 5 daughters is going to turn out to be true.
Don't do that.
And I gotta put my foot down now because I'm going to be outnumbered really soon here.
Yeah.
And like the oldest daughter will probably be on my side because oldest daughters tend to be like, Dad's
Papa.
awesome. But eventually, when those other daughters come along, I'm going to be utterly outnumbered and outdone.
You don't know any Dad. Matt's a good guy. No daughter of mine is.
Abby was talking about like when Elizabeth is like 18, and I was like, that's not going to happen. We're not talking
I'm
about
gonna
it.
kill her.
Just like I was like, she's going to be my little girlfriend. It's already started, which is hilarious because like I have been through being the guy coming into the family and like having a hard time, you know, getting along with the dad, and I'm already becoming that person. Already, like the thought of like there was like. There was a boy talking to me at school on Thursday going like he had a girlfriend, and I was like, no, you don't. And he was like, yes, I do. And I was like, but like, you don't. And he was like, yeah, I think this girl's pretty. And I'm like, no, you don't. I was becoming defensive, like of this proxy child, basically, of going like, just thinking of mine and going like, no daughter of mine is going to be spending time with boys,
especially one like you. Get back in that classroom, you.
I was like, I found myself actually getting defensive. I had to like take a breath and be like, Josh,
what did you just say? She's pretty. I didn't ask that. I know. Okay, fine. I don't want to date your daughter. She's not good enough for you.
Like when Lizzie is 18 and like going like, oh, prom stuff, blah blah blah. You guys are coming up.
You're taking me to prom.
And then we're gonna be opening up my gun closet, which I will.
Oh my gosh!
And we're just gonna be cleaning rifles. It'll be like under the thing of like, oh, we're all going hunting together.
What was it, Bad Boys 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna 100% pull a Bad Boys 2.
At the door.
I'm like, me, Dom, and Jamal. Like that's what's gonna happen.
Anything you do to her, I'll do to you.
It just going like, oh man, I know I'm gonna be a menace. I know I'm gonna be a menace when it comes to that.
Well, you have over a decade to practice.
You do.
I've told Abby.
Going up to random little boys, think, who do you think you're messing with?
That might get me in a little bit of trouble. Come on.
The youth. Let's do it, you and me.
Put them up. Good.
It's just someone finds you unconscious in the street. Oh, his hook was crazy. Get me out of here, John. They're looking.
If they can defeat me in a fight, it destroys me. One punch.
How did he do that many backflips in a row?
You have bested me.
Oh, we didn't have a check-in, did we?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess that was your check-in. That's okay.
I guess it is.
Anything else you want to add?
I upgraded my computer a lot because I had a bad experience in League.
Single bad experience. I'm getting a new one.
No. It's been a problem for a while. Like, my computer will just sometimes, like, my own computer would just black out, which in the middle of a ranked League game is pretty tense. And I could hear the noises of things going absolutely foobar. And I was like, oh, God. Sometimes my screen would come back just, you are dead. And then other times I'd just be standing in a bush somewhere. It's the main reason I started to play Teemo a ton, because he turns invisible if he stands still for too long.
Is Teemo the one that's like the Tanuki?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah.
That's why Burrow and Smite?
Yeah, I love Teemo. He's an annoying little guy, but I like that he's actually really, I don't want to say difficult to play because he has a really simple kit, but it's really easy to play him wrong. And I like champions that are typically simple to learn so that I can focus on like the actual strategy of the game. Because I'm not like my younger brother, John, who's like, he can play like all these mechanically difficult champs and like he's really good at 1v1 killing people. Or I'm not. I try to win through like just out macroing my enemy.
Smart.
You fool. I've outscaled you. Be gone.
My problem is that anytime I play as Kayle, who's Dom's favorite character, if I wanted to know, is that I only kill people early in the game. So I'm only useful as Kayle when she's useless. And then when Kayle becomes a god, I'm just terrible with her.
I do like Aurelion Soul as well.
New Aurelion Soul is so much fun. I use him bot lane because it's gross bot lane because all the little ADCs are like, I'm useless. And he's like, I'm God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I can't play that game. I don't like the point and click. Yeah. I don't want to use WASD either. I want to use a controller and move my person like it's
mine. Oh my god. One day I'll get Jamal to come back to it.
Tried.
I did try. I swear I did.
He quit.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Well,
it's hard to get back into it these days.
It's not even that. The laptop I was using. First off, before he gave me his laptop, the one I had was just old. It was just old. I had it when I first got to college, so I was like, all right. Old. This one I tried, and theoretically speaking, I think it could work, but it's so much space.
It is a lot of shit.
And I didn't want to try
It is.
because I was playing math.
And also, like, I think there's a thing of, like, if you don't have, and I'm not saying that you guys don't, if you don't have the right mindset of going into League, it is so toxic for your well-being. Like, and, like, I say that as someone who's been on both sides now. Like, I used to get so mad at League that it would actually, like, affect my day. Now I can still get mad. Like, I'm not, like, an utterly changed person. But now, instead of, like, blaming others, I try to look at myself and go, like, what could I have done better? I actually learned this from the Broken by Concept podcast. If you do play League, they are really fun to listen to because they encourage you to not be hard on yourself, but to really examine yourself. And I think that's a good life lesson in general because here's the thing. If you've done something wrong, you should rejoice because that means you can fix it. If it's something utterly out of your control, it's out of your control. Like, if it's everyone else's fault, that's the worst situation you can be in. But if it's something that you can change, awesome. You can do something. And when you have agency, life is so much better.
Well said. Jamal, check in.
Life's good. I think it's been
all right.
I think it's been pretty good. I came from Lubbock last weekend.
Oh, sweet.
See, seriously, it was nice. Went to that. I also went to visit a theater in Arizona. That was nice. It was great. I just work on me, like my goals and aspirations. Sent emails out. Worked on paperwork. Done. Just relaxed. I got to chill. I went painting yesterday. It was nice. Had dinner. It was great. Now we're here. We watched this video. Oh, listen to J. Cole's album this week. That's like the biggest. J. Cole released The Fall Off. It is a 9 out of 10 masterpiece. I went down. I did a little.
You went down.
Because
that's crazy.
I just can't. 9.5 is just such a weird number for me. It's a 9 out of 10. I like whole numbers.
All right. Now,
have you ever given anything a 10 out of 10? Sorry.
Yeah, Michael Jackson's album.
Okay. I figured that was the only person.
Yeah.
But you can't name a single issue with The Fall Off.
I can't. But if I give it a 10 out of 10, then I have to put everything else on that scale. And I just can't do that.
You could. Tell yourself, J. Cole pulled it off. He made a thriller.
No. I just can't.
All right.
Only because...
Why don't you make a new category for Michael Jackson and just say that J. Cole's a 10 out of 10?
I would. My only problem with J. Cole's album, and this is to compare it to Michael Jackson's, is every single Michael Jackson song by itself could possibly be a number one.
That is true.
This one, though they're all great, they can't be number ones. Only because they have a different feel and they're not meant to be that type of song, but they're still great.
Yeah, it's not just a 9-song album of straight hits.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson doesn't have skip songs, and that's what I call them. Like, you know, like
that's okay.
My opinion, like they're just all so good. I don't know. Michael Jackson really is
early Michael Jackson, was good. But there was also Quincy Jones and the people he was working with.
Yeah,
Dangerous has some skips.
I don't have the same. I've listened to Dangerous, but it's been so long.
The girl is so dangerous. Ooh.
But it's been nice.
Are you going to survive this Valentine's Day? Oh, sorry.
I was about to give it to you.
Am I going to survive?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to survive the night and take my own advice and never love again. I'll be fine. This week, I listened to The Fall Off. I get what he's saying. I listened to it a lot. A lot. I think it's one of the only times Jamal has kept up with me in terms of the amount of times you listen to an album. But, excuse me. I can't really find any issue with it. Now, I get what you're saying, like I said. I was thinking, I guess probably I'd be giving it a 9.5 because giving it a 10 out of 10 means like it's a perfect record. But it really is a perfect record as far as J. Cole is capable of conceiving. Now, that also means J. Cole at his best is not capable of making one of the greatest albums of all time, is what you're saying. Like, his best is still capped at 9 overall for all artists.
Well, I would say that is this the best album I've ever heard? It's definitely one of them.
Okay.
But to say that there won't be an album that can come, I think
there can only so be like, nothing can ever be as good as the best.
Okay, well, let me hear this. What if I said that Scorpion, and I don't think it is, but what if let's say a more generic album. Let's say if I said Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar was a 10 out of 10.
Yes,
then that means no. Then that means I have to compare every album to that album and see if it either goes to that level or underneath.
What are you doing?
That's
then?
The cap.
Are you rating albums based off your personal enjoyment of them, or are you rating them based off your thoughts and feelings and the general feeling population of that album?
First off, the general population thought about this album is just stupid.
Yes.
It's really a 10 out of 10 or it's like a 4. And if you think it's a 4, then you don't know music. There is no way you're telling me that the Fall Off is bad. That, I don't like the way he's singing. Oh, it's really good album. The lyrics are great. He's rapping. He's doing great with his production. But it's just another J. Cole album. There's no way that you can't find something bad about this album. You can't say this is bad and can't tell me what's bad about it. So, but I can't give it a 10 out of 10 because as soon as I give it a 10 out of 10, I think that's what I measure everything else to. Like Thriller, 10 out of 10.
Is it a 10 out of 10? If you sometimes like bad more than it, does that mean Thriller in those days becomes a 9?
They're both 10 out of 10s.
But you said there's only one album able to be a 10 out of 10.
No. I said there's like a cap. I said like that's the threshold.
That's the threshold. Michael Jackson's 2 records.
Those 2 for sure.
That's the cap. So what you're saying is it can't be a 10 out of 10.
If it doesn't
you would add the Fall Off to the same level and go start rating albums according to the Fall Off.
I would have to say for it to be a 10 out of 10, it would have to be either on the same level as Thriller. Yeah.
So do you think, is it though?
No.
Because Thriller has a lot of nostalgia.
Yeah,
and it's only 9 songs.
That is true. But it's also
J. Cole
fantastic.
Did not miss in 24 songs.
Correct. But kind of like I said earlier, Thriller can go and become... Each song in Thriller can stand alone on its own.
So it would have been better for J. Cole if he had somehow pulled off 20 crooked smiles, 20 freaking workouts.
Yeah. Because those can stand alone on their own.
All right.
I'm not saying the Fall Off is bad. It's
just
great.
So now you're giving me a 9.5 or 9, whatever you're doing.
Yeah, whole number.
Because it can't reach.
I'm giving it a 9.75.
Okay, there we
go. That's good too. Yeah, but I just feel like if you give something a 10, then you have to. Any other album that goes to that, like you want to rate, has to. The 10 is now you said it. It's set in stone what 10 is for you.
Okay, where's Nothing Was the Same?
That is also a 9.
That's a 9.
I don't think I could have a 10 because then I would be though Nothing Was the Same is great and it's probably one of my favorite albums. So is The Fall Off. They're both great, and and I really love Nothing Was the Same. But there are also some songs on there that I think have fallen off in my eyes only because of they've been played
so much. Starting from the bottom on this stuff.
Wait, here's my question about that. Again, I don't really I haven't listened to this, but
you listen to a lot of Michael Jackson too.
I do love Michael Jackson. I totally agree. That's Thriller's a 10.
As you should.
But if a song gets played a ton, It's not really the artist or the actual work that's put in there. That's just more, you know.
Yeah, the people just gravitated towards it and then played.
Yeah.
It's still an amazing song.
Absolutely.
Like 24 Karat Magic was played until people nearly died from it.
That's a great album.
It's still a great song.
Great album.
Is that a 10?
No.
Every single he made.
Hold on, guys. My sound is messed up.
No, there's like two.
Your sound's a little up. We can hear you.
Keep talking.
But like, is it because like, if Chunky had been another 24 Karat Magic, that's a 10.
No, there's like a song or two on
Versace
there.
on the floor. Why do you make that?
No, Versace on the floor is the best one. Whoa.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. J. Cole made a lot of good singing songs that aren't just.
Mm-hmm. That people don't like for some reason, but yes,
people didn't play Versace on the floor as much into the ground as everything else
as they should have. That's so great.
So that brings the album down.
No. What I'm saying is, hold on, because I'm not saying nothing was the same as brought down because of that. I'm saying those songs I don't listen to as much because they have been played over.
Okay.
There are songs that nothing was the same where I think, for me, it's not, though great, I don't think that I would listen to them. Like, I would be okay with being like, all right, I'm going to the next song.
But you've listened to the album like 100,000
times. Yes, absolutely. But for me to be like, is this a 10 out of 10? Do I think there's another album that could eventually come and surpass that? Absolutely.
So you've never skipped a song on Thriller just to get the one you wanted to hear?
No, actually, I don't think
That's
I have.
A lie.
I'd rather, like, if I press play on the album and play it straight through, I think I'm listening to it all. I will go to the album.
30-something minutes.
Absolutely. I would go to the album and click the song I definitely want, but I also don't listen to albums straight through. I listen to them on shuffle anyway. So
are those the only 10 out of 10 albums you've ever heard?
Thriller? Yeah.
Thriller and Bad? Is Bad a 10 out of 10?
I think so.
Those are the only two 10 out of 10.
There's no other artists in your mind that even remotely...
What is it?
Artists.
Artists? What about them?
Can you hear me okay? I'm sorry.
10 out of 10.
Like, not Elvis or Prince.
Just like Elvis.
Or... Oh, yeah, I forgot you don't like Elvis. But what about Prince?
No, he's not.
He's
underrated. Come on, that's that guy.
Okay.
Prince.
Yeah, what about Prince?
He had two really good ones, Purple Rain and then the one that came after.
And I love Prince. Prince is just not my type. I think the instrumentals in his music are great, but I'd rather not listen to it.
Okay.
Though he's still a great musician. I just don't like that style.
What about Off the Wall?
Michael Jackson? I mean...
Is that like...
It's not a 10.
Okay. Dang. Okay.
What do you... here's another question. What do you think is the lowest score in your mind for Michael Jackson? Like, what would you say is his album that's lowest scored for you? And then we should probably get back to Dom.
Oh, yeah, sure. If I had to say his lowest one would probably be...
He only has...
You might disagree,
6?
Dominic. But the one with...
History?
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Thought so.
That one. Not the ones where he puts like his best hits or whatever on there. The newer ones on that one. Because isn't it like the
that is
first
history.
half?
Yeah, the first half is like greatest hits, and the second half is the new album.
The second half of it, I would put it at like a 6. Yeah, I'd put it at like a 6.
Okay. I get that. That's the one I've heard the least.
Yes. I think he messed up putting the first half like his best.
Yeah, like it fit the theme of past, present, future, but then you hear it and you're like, wow, these are some of the greatest songs ever made. Oh.
Fellow travelers, a funny story about me and Don. Our first real argument was don't make fun of me. Our first real argument was us arguing over Michael Jackson and Pavarotti.
I remember
who was better. And it was so stupid because it's like comparing apples to oranges. Like, one is the king of pop, one is the greatest opera singer. of our time, and like it was such a dumb argument in hindsight. But I got so mad I stormed out, and Jamal like followed me and like talked me down. Like this poor man
Did
followed
you?
me.
I thought you were with
Yes,
for a little
he
bit.
for a little
I
bit
was,
he,
yeah, I
but like
followed him.
he tracked me down,
You
and I
came
would
back.
not stop walking.
That's what it was. And there's a random person that came to the park up to Josh. And he's like, "Hey, Dom, sorry about it."
Yes, someone was walking behind me, and I thought it was Dom. And I was like, I don't really want to talk right now, but I need to apologize because I was, I've struggled with a bad temper my entire life. So I was like, hey, Dom, I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk right now. This dude just walked past me looking at me like I was a schizophrenic. Like, it was so funny. And then Jamal was behind the guy, so I just knew someone was behind me. So I started to walk faster because I was like so embarrassed by that thing. So poor Jamal was just like trying to tail me, and I was like,
Oh my god, we walked and talked for a long time that day.
yeah. Finally, I turned around and looked to see who was behind me, and I was like, oh, Jamal.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Jamal was hoping you'd be mad enough to swing so we could get a fight in.
No. Not at that moment.
Jamal was like, I'm going to kick this man's ass.
That was a heated argument.
I always felt bad
no
after you told
reason.
me that. After you told me that the next day, I was like, dang, I should have went after Josh. I went just continued eating my food.
I think you did the right thing, Dom. I was just mad to be mad.
Yeah, what was it? You were like, you think Michael Jackson can hit the high C? I'm like, I can hit the high C right now.
Look, I was in a. We're not getting into it.
Yeah,
we're not having another Josh therapy episode. That's not worth it. Anyway, it was a funny story. But
that is a funny story, yeah. Good times. Too bad we're not there now.
I don't know.
I can't stand it. Anyway, oh yeah, my week was fine. Tell us now how your week was, or how your weeks were now that we had breaks in between and we weren't able to upload that one week. Let us know what you've been up to. Yeah. Let us know if you heard J. Cole's The Fall Off. If you haven't, please go listen to it. If you like rap at all. If you don't like rap, still go listen to it.
What to say? Go listen to it, go to sleep, and then listen to it again. It's a classic.
I'm hearing it in my dreams now.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
Speaking of a good night's sleep, I kind of wanted to do an episode preaching a gospel of hope, hopefully, because anyone turning on the news right now, it's really disheartening. Regardless of if you're left or right or center or don't know what the hell you are, I mean, everything we're seeing with the Epstein files, it just is very much kind of tying back to what I was talking about with the agency thing. It is a time that feels like us normal people have no agency. We're seeing all this stuff, and it's all over the internet because, unfortunately, it gets lots of hits. And it's hard to know what's true, what's people over-exaggerating, unless you want to go through the millions of files yourself, which is like, why do I want to dig through that filth? So I just kind of wanted to maybe have like a little bit of a mental health episode of like going like, hey, the world has so much hope and love and beauty in it, and that we need to focus on ourselves and our families and our friends and what we can control instead of sitting there worrying about a secret cabal. Not to say that you shouldn't be concerned. I'm not saying ignore it, but unless you have superpowers, and if you do, please go handle it. The thing that you can do, and I don't agree with everything Jordan Peterson says, but I think he really does have a beautiful point when he says, go clean your room. Because so often we want to skip steps 1 through 5 and jump straight to 6. We want to go change the world. But we cannot change the world unless we first make a change in ourselves. We have to Go clean your room. Go make your environment better. Go tell the people you love them. Help them. Help yourself. Do things like that. Eat more healthy. Go to the gym. Do things that help you, and that will lead to helping other people. If you skip the self care and the taking care of your close ones, you're basically building uh, a very poor support structure. And I fear that this whole Epstein stuff is doing that to us because I see it all the time. Like I'm going through this right now. I see something and I start to obsess over how I can make this world a better place for Lizzie. And then I realize that I am putting off the stuff that actually makes this home and me a better person for Lizzie. Me losing sleep and staying up all night worrying is not helping Lizzie. It's not helping Abby. It's not helping anyone I'm close to. And it's definitely not helping me. So what difference am I making to the world if I'm just sitting there torturing myself on all these theoreticals of how I can help the world? So I'm going to open up the floor now and put it to you guys. But I just really, at this time, maybe be a little selfish in the sense of like take care of yourself before maybe freaking out about Epstein.
I love that a lot, Joshua. I love that sense of self indulging and self correction. Right? Because that's true. I mean, you have yourself first, your family first. Who cares about Jeffrey, little Jeff? He's not. It hasn't happened to us, unfortunately. I mean, yes, we want to go change the world, but
unfortunately,
I mean, like, unfortunately, I just mean like.
I got what you meant.
Like, we're not in those situations, so how can we change it? But everyone wants to be great, but no one wants to put the work in.
Ooh.
It means you have to start small. How can you better something else if you can't start with yourself? I say the same thing. You hear me rant about this a lot with specific communities in the world that preach about betterment, but don't start with themselves.
Yeah.
And it's more than just community. It's you, like your mindset, your activities, every little minute thing that you do for the better can not only change you now, but change people around you, right? Like, if I drink water, I can inspire somebody else to drink water, and now we're both drinking water. Like, it means you're getting hydrated more. Now everyone's hydrated. No liquor is getting devoured. Like, it's small things like that, right? It's about branching out, and I think that's beautiful. To start small, keep doing it because it only matters if you keep it up. You can start it, quickly fade it away, and revert back to what you were doing.
Yes.
The habits are hard to kill.
So important. You have to form new habits to replace. It has to be a replacement behavior. That's what people do. Okay. We focus so much on getting rid of things, but we don't fill the void with something. So we always end up running back to those bad habits. Like, if you struggle with video game addiction or smoking addictions or alcoholism, you have to replace those things with something else.
Yeah, that's why I started meth.
I actually had a friend who, like, in early college, he was like, "Oh, I'm drinking too much," and then he'd come to me later and be like, "Yeah, I've stopped drinking." I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome." He's like, "I'm now smoking a lot of pot," and I was like, "Okay." He's like, "But the pot keeps me from drinking too much." And then later on, he was like, "Yeah, pot's not good for me, man. I'm now dropping a lot of LSD to keep from doing it." I'm like, this is like the old lady who swallowed a fly. Like,
absolutely.
You like
LSD wasn't working, so now I'm feasting on the blood of innocence.
Yeah, and like the thing
is,
regardless of if you are Christian or not, but I believe this: there is a hole in every single one of us. There's this black hole in the center of every human that just refuses to be sated, refuses to be full, because my belief is the only thing that can fill that hole is God. Now, you don't have to agree with me, But we cannot ever think that any earthly thing will fill that void. Not love, not justice, not sex, not items, not video games. That all those things may bring a temporary boost, but that emptiness will always be there. And to think that, and I think one of the most insidious parts of this is good deeds. This is something that I fall for. I legitimately want to help people. But helping people also makes me feel great. And I will bend over backwards to help people. But the problem is then I end up doing too much, and then I end up feeling numb. And it can end up being very, shattering to me, because I'm like, I'm doing the right thing. Why don't I feel good? But that's not... Doing the right thing is rarely ever about feeling good. Doing the right thing usually is I'll use this example because, Lizzie's not born yet. But, one night, early on in Abby's pregnancy, the cats just, had the worst night known to man. They were throwing up. They were making messes. They were being so troublesome. And I did not want to get up because I had been up late anyway, and I had an early morning going to work. But I got up anyway to take care of those things and to let Abby sleep. And that was the right thing, but it didn't feel good. I paid for it for the rest of the day. I felt horrible because I had been up, super late, and then I ended up only getting about 2.5 hours of sleep, and then had to work with kids all day. And good is not something that will always make you feel good, and it won't always make you feel bad. But the problem is when you try to tie doing good to a feeling of any kind, because your feelings are going to change on things. There's some good things you're going to love doing. I love giving people things. It gives me so much joy to give people things. But I don't necessarily like doing chores for people. That's like pulling teeth for me. So, it is... Both of those things are good, but they make me have a different reaction.
So I have a question. And we talked a little bit about this in the earlier podcast. But someone asked me a question before. What are your selfish and unselfish goals? And for me, my selfish goal is to be an actor, be the best, whatever. It's great. I'm great. My unselfish goal, I stated, was to open up the theater for kids and whatnot. But that, I told that same person, I said, that makes me feel great. I'm helping them out, but I also am doing that because I feel great too. So when does that become selfish? If it ever does, when is that good? Doing something good for someone else and feeling that gratitude for doing it, when does that become selfish? Or does it ever become selfish?
I think it is selfish. The only other way for it to go is for you to simply not care what you're doing and simply well, I've determined based off of logic and statistics this is the right thing to do. These kids thank you, Mr. Jamal, you've saved our lives. We love our lives now. And you're like, whatever.
I think I don't think
be happy about those sort of things.
I don't think it's quite as clear cut because here's the thing. If you like broccoli and you eat broccoli because you like the broccoli and it's healthy, it doesn't change the benefit of the broccoli.
Yes.
If you love broccoli and you eat broccoli, it is still healthy. Mm-hmm. So I don't think there's anything wrong with deriving pleasure and enjoyment from doing the right thing. Now, if it becomes, just about the derivement of pleasure instead of helping people, that's when it becomes, I would think, unbalanced.
They enjoy their lives because of me, only me.
Yeah, if it starts to become a pride thing that I did this, I built your life, then it kind of becomes a, and I guess we're going to make this sort of comment. That's what Dean did at Texas Tech.
Yeah. Ooh,
Dang, we're just dropping it.
Ooh, I like it. Let's talk about
In my opinion, I think he was very good at his job, but I think at the end of the day, it was more about I built you. I made you, and like taking pride in that thing. And again, that pride isn't bad. Being proud of like teaching someone something is good. The problem is when it becomes the center instead of going like, "Hey, I taught Jamal this, and I'm proud that I taught him this, and I'm proud that he's become better than me, or become blah blah blah, or like I'm so glad I got to play a part in his life." Instead of going, "I made you." Like trying to take ownership of their, and I think it's really complex. I'm only giving an example because there's so many ways. The unfortunate thing is that all evil is a twisting of good. Evil can't exist without good. Evil is a shadow. Like a shadow can't exist without the light, and so evil is just a corruption of good. So there's so many ways that good can be corrupted, unfortunately. And so like the most insidious evils are the evils that come from good. The more pure a thing is, the more it can be twisted into something disgusting. Like I complain about people on the left all the time. However, most of them are really genuinely good meaning people that just want good lives for people. They're not sitting there going like, yeah, I don't want people to have rights. They're like, no, I don't want people on the side of the streets without health care. I don't want people to get shot in schools. Like all those things are good things. I like when you look at the left at like its core values as a whole, not counting things like abortion and the trans issue, you're like, yeah, I can understand a lot. And even the trans issue, you're like, you want people to feel comfortable in their skin. You don't want people to feel bad. So, I mean, like, it comes from a place of wanting to do good. It's just been twisted to a corrupted place that causes harm. And we see that on the right as well. Like, the idea that religion should be tied to state. But the problem is that when religion and state get tied together, the state tends to win. Like people saying Donald Trump is chosen by God. Like, yeah, I believe everyone is chosen by God, but I don't think that Donald Trump is the next King David. I think that's crazy talk. I think that, I don't like it when people go like, he was chosen by God. I'm like, ooh, that's technically true, but like he is not more. He's not some special chosen one.
He will restore Solomon's temple.
It's like that level of like fanaticism of tying religion and my issue is then you start to turn Republican talking points into verses in the Bible that don't exist. Like you got to be a Christian before you are an American, and a lot of Americans do not get that. They sit there and they go like, I'm an American and a Christian. And it's like, that should be the opposite.
Unless you're the president, I suppose. You have to take the hit.
Well, even then, you've got to be a Christian first. You just,
You're not allowed to be a Christian first under oath.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I feel like I couldn't do that. I couldn't be...
Yeah, that's why it'd be so difficult to be a public servant.
My whole thing is that, like... My loyalty is to God over any man. Now, in the Bible, it does state that you should show proper deference to your political leaders. That is in the Bible. Like, it is... But there is a point when the leader starts to do things that are anti-Christian. That's when you're like, I'm afraid I can't follow that. But again, like, don't lose hope. Because that is what the world wants. It wants you to lose hope. It wants you to become a victim, and it wants you to learn helplessness. Because people can take advantage of a person who has learned helplessness. Because look at our politicians. Like, they all say, elect me and I will fix this problem for you. Give me more power and I will fix this problem for you. And we have done that for the past couple elections, where we flip-flop around and everyone is going to solve the problem if we just give them more power. And I'm like, guys, this is Star Wars. Palpatine kept saying, hey, give me emergency powers and I will fix this war. I will fix the problems in the Senate.
He would
And
have.
I guess he did, because
he turned into an empire. But it is, we need to realize that the problems don't lie in just the system. They lie in us. They lie in each of us. And if we actually focused on fixing our everyday problems and fixed our communities, if we went out to the soup kitchens and helped the homeless, if we went out and gave money and donated and helped, instead of just leaving clothes in our closet that we haven't worn in years, or instead of maybe buying another game system. And I'm guilty of this. I just got a new computer, basically. But what I'm trying to point out is that, like, we have so much power that we refuse to use because it's better to be hopeless than to fix things.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier to be helpless and hopeless because then we're not responsible, but we are responsible.
We are. I believe in personal responsibility, especially here in the United States of America, where each citizen has so much input and power within themselves.
And it's what America was built off of. When people say the system's broken, I'm like, no duh.
I mean, this is a republic that we live in. A lot of times, you want an informed electorate, but a lot of people don't inform themselves, or they do knee-jerk reactions like, "Oh, leave all the problems to our politicians." And only when things start to go badly, or you hear a headline here and there, will people actually start to care about an issue that they've left alone completely in hopes to somebody with higher powers, as you say.
We gotta own our citizenship, and we gotta own ourselves. Like, you know, don't sit there and complain about bad chemicals being in foods if you're not going to go and do the extra effort to be healthy. Don't sit there and expect the government to make you healthy. Don't expect the government to teach your kids the right thing. That all of our problems on both right and left, is just Americans in general, come from that we expect someone else to do the hard jobs. And that leads to hopelessness because we sit there and go like, well, what can I do to solve this? I can't beat the government. I can't stop shadow cabals. I can't. And it's like, you don't have to. It's like, you don't have to. You got to clean your room. You gotta eat better food. You got to go to the gym. You got to tell your family you love them. Like, it's the little things that continually build up and make life better. And what I'm going to tell you something that I've learned about, you know, myself in being a severely ADHD person. The bigger your goal, the more likely you're going to fail. As an ADHD person, Dom has seen me do this, and Jamal too, where I'm like, all right, we're going to make a movie this year. We never made a movie. Because I never had a step one. I just had this huge goal of this is what we were going to do. Instead of saying, let's sit down and write a script, or let's book a camera, or I never had a step one. It was always just step 10, make movie. And you can't just say, I want to save the world. Because what does that mean? How do you do that? How do you achieve that? Where I can say, oh, the cat's water bowl is empty. I'll fill that. That's step one.
Yeah. And the good thing is that those little steps you take can help you make bigger steps.
Yes. Exactly.
Because you're building like your system up. You're building into because a lot
from action.
Exactly. Because I'm a huge procrastinator.
Indeed.
I've gotten a lot better from where I used to be, but it took years of practice, and I'm not even 50% good, but I'm a lot better than I used to be.
Well, your journey has been really inspiring me of how you've just been like tackling things and saying, yeah, this isn't the sexy thing, but this is like the thing that has to be done. When I mean like sexy thing, I mean like it's not like the I built the thing. Like I'm starring in this movie. I'm blah blah blah. You're like I'm gonna go talk to these people. I'm gonna practice my pitch. I'm gonna do this. Like those are the things that they're not fun and they're not necessarily glamorous, but you got to do those steps if you want to
make it
get
anything
to places. Exactly. Like, and you know, I think it's especially with ADHD people that struggle with this because when they when we see all the little steps, it actually like practically physically hurts. You're like, ah, you know, you're freaking out.
Do stuff.
However, if you break it down into little steps and start getting those instant dopamine,
those small
hits,
victories,
yes, because like people with ADHD are super prone to dopamine hits. That's why video games are so addictive to ADHD people. So you kind of almost have to do little like video game quests for yourself. Like I do this, boom, dopamine hit. I do this, boom, dopamine hit.
I just never continued.
I was going to ask you about that before.
Yeah.
And it is, you know, that's why I like using like Pokemon Go and Pokemon Sleep because they give me like
Sleep.
Yeah, no, I really like using Pokemon Sleep of like just like, hey, you need to do this, you need to do this, so blah blah blah, and it like gives you like little like when I've walked a certain amount, Pokemon Go's like, good job. I'm like, yeah, did it. You know, like little things like
steps.
And that is really nice that, you know, we have more tools like that. But I do caution people that you need to build that structure here too. If you're utterly dependent on other things around you, they will fail you. So you need to, yes, it's hard, but sorry,
I've started to acknowledge that, especially with these little steps towards this, what I'm working on now. But in the past, everything was kind of handed to me in the sense of I didn't have to work as hard for anything. Like even when I did the musical, I sang at a wedding and just so happened to get like sing for someone who was like a casting director. Like it just so happened. Like it's accidental, you know?
Yeah.
So it just happened to line up. Now that I'm like here and I have to start on my own too, it's a little bit more. You have to put the work in, or you're gonna stay stuck in this mindset of, well, I've always had things handed to me. It's gonna wind up eventually. If you don't put work in, it's never gonna wind up. It's kind of the same thing with like Christianity, right? You can say, oh, I pray to God to help me do this, but what's prayer without work? You gotta change.
You know, I definitely I always say this when people talk about, you know, prayers and works and that whole debate. I say Jesus did say, pick up your cross and follow me. And so, while yes, our actions, our physical works aren't like a bribery to God, you know, like we only get to heaven through him. We could do the nicest thing in the world, but if we don't accept him, we're done. But Christ says, in accepting me and acting like me, you will take the same actions I would take. So if we're called to act like him, we got to take those actions. I think that it's just, Jamal, what you've basically done is instead of letting life happen to you, you're happening to life. And that's hard because, again, now everything's on you. If something happens, it's your fault. And that is terrifying. Where if it's just life happening to you, it's always life's fault. Like, oh, I sang at a wedding and a casting director wasn't there, but it happened to you. So I'm just unlucky. Life hates me. That is just a way to shield myself from responsibility. If I'm sitting there and going like, because I used to do this, as I've told you guys, I was in the gifted category. I'm very, very intelligent. Um, very, very ADHD, very intelligent. But because I had a bad teacher in middle school, I started to just claim I was stupid, and it became my excuse for everything. I stopped trying, I stopped caring, and anytime people would call me on it, I'd just be like, well, I'm stupid, so it doesn't matter. And it was a work avoidance behavior. I was trying to avoid responsibility in work because it was safer to not have tried than to have tried and failed. And all this tying up in is that, like, don't let the world at large become that for you. That's really, if we had to, like, take everything we've been talking about, don't let Democrats, Republicans, Epstein, the wars around the world, Donald Trump, anybody, don't let anybody become your excuse to not succeed in life. Let it be you. You're the person standing in your way. You're your own personal dragon that you gotta slay.
I agree wholeheartedly. Get out of your own way.
Mm-hmm. And look, we're still working on it too. I'm doing a lot of preaching here, but it's preaching of, like, I'm doing this currently right now, and as you can hear, Dom and Jamal are doing it too. Like, and it happens. You're gonna have bad days. You're gonna have days like that. So don't give up when you have one bad day. Just keep going.
Because regression is a thing, especially with trying to break a habit. I would feel backtracking it's a serious thing.
It happens.
But don't let it destroy you. You know, like people with diets all the time. Like they'll think, okay, well, I ate something bad here, now I gotta start over. I gotta start. I lost all my progress.
No point doing it now.
Yeah, exactly. Don't give up. Just
learn from the mistake, accept that it happened, and move on. Like, that's
Indeed.
really
What is the most important step a man can take?
Exactly.
The next one. I spoiled a whole book with that.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. It was not my bar. That's okay.
Those bar of a very great man.
Shout out to Brandon Sanderson.
The greatest
Sorry.
fantasy writer of our time.
Yeah. People talking a lot of smack online now that the Apple has gotten it, though. They're saying all his stuff is basic and the most fantasy you can find. Yeah, right.
Yeah, listen, guys. I'm a fan of Game of Thrones and Brandon Sanderson, but you know who actually has finished his stuff? Brandon Sanderson. Like, I'd rather have a complete story than an incomplete masterpiece.
There you go. Don't let yourself be an incomplete masterpiece. Take that step forward. Get out of your own way. Yeah, things all look tough, but they've looked tough for every generation, every time, depending on what's happening. Yeah. Right? The economy will get better. People will stop arguing eventually. Now, is it going to be perfect one day? Everything's perfect. We've hit utopia. No. But the Lord watches and He protects.
Emperor protects.
The Emperor, he is, essentially. All right. Any closing thoughts? Anything else you want to talk about?
I think closing thoughts. No, I think that's good. I think I was pretty succinct.
Yeah.
Jamal, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, start us off.
Please.
I hope you go out there and that you make the world a better place. I hope you are different than you were yesterday. I hope that you go into today and make one thing different, because that makes you a better person.
Yes.
You are not who you were. Oof. Go out there and drink your apple juice.
You say it with the same tone. Go out there and drink your apple juice.
Drink your apple juice, because that will make you better.
There you go.
And if never mind. That would make you better. But yes, go out there, become better, change the world. I hope that you understand that we are all on a journey together. We don't know anything. I don't know everything. I really don't. but I know a lot. I know that I won't, and I know that I won't give up any of my goals, any of my dreams.
There you go.
Yeah. So do that. Drink your apple juice, and come back here next weekend or
Please
the next
do.
Whenever episode.
See our faces.
Yeah.
Hear our voices.
Wish him good luck in Dallas. Hope he makes it back.
Hope I do too.
I'm sorry I'm not driving you.
All right, Josh.
Dallas drives.
Dallas,
oh yeah. Funny story. Our first ever drive to Dallas. We took a lot of drives to Dallas, but just know that we have. I'm not gonna say it.
You want me to tell it? I'll tell it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'll do it, and then I'll do my closing statement. I'm sorry. So I would. Jamal didn't live that far from me. Like, I was living in Denton at the time, and he lived in Dallas, so like not that bad. So he would ride home with me when I'd go home to see my family, and then he would go from there. So our first drive together, we were friends, but we were still like early on friends. So we were in that awkward stage, and we were driving. And it was kind of awkward and quiet because it was the first time we'd ever been like just trapped together, the two of us. Because usually we had, it was me, Dom, and him, and like that was just the two of us. And we were driving, and I didn't fill the car up before, so which I'm terrible about. So I turned to Jamal and I'm like, I have a confession to make, and like just utter like disappointment of like knowing that the friendship was ruined forever. Jamal looks at me and goes like, "You're gay." And he
said it was certainty.
Yeah, like, and then like I wasn't really paying attention because it was early in the morning, and I almost just went, "Yeah," and then I was like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "I'm not gay," and he's like, "I didn't think so, but I just, I didn't know," and I was like, "Why did you think I was gay?" And you're like, "I don't know." And then like we talked, and I was like, "I just need to get gas," and you were like, "Oh, okay." And then we were just quiet for almost 2 hours. Just nothing. I don't even know if we had music playing. It was so awkward because I'm sitting there going like, what did I do that came across as gay? Yeah. What did I do?
Literally, like I don't think we made it like an hour out. We were like talking for a bit, and then it goes quiet for a second, and he turned to me. I was like,
he's like, it was so funny. But anyway, just a couple things. One, I'm going to practice what I preach and just say, I love my boys. You guys are family to me. I miss you guys, and I'm trying to be better about like just letting you guys know how much you mean to me and how much you mean to my life. So there's that. Moving quickly past sharing our feelings. Two. Guys, just remember that at the end of the day, one of the biggest choices you can make is to not pass the pain on. I learned this at Starbucks when I was working through COVID. No, hold on.
I learned this in Starbucks.
Like at Starbucks when I was working during COVID, people would come in and they were scared. Legitimately scared. And they would be really mean. And I always felt the urge to almost like, pain is almost like this energy. And when it gets transferred to you, you're trying to like hot potato it to someone else. And I realized that like if I let it stay and like offered it up to God instead, it was gone. That pain that had been passed around just kind of dissipated. And we all have that choice to make. So please, if someone's mean to you, if someone's cruel to you, treat them with love and kindness and move on. And just don't give it to your loved ones. Don't even give it to a pet. Just let that pain go away. Don't let go of it.
Well said.
And so that's really it. I miss being on, and I know everyone's going to do great.
Well said. Well, all I have to say is thank you so much for joining us. We love putting on this podcast for you. Send in your recommendations for topics. Send in your recommendations for any other album you think is a 10 out of 10 if it's not just Michael Jackson. Let us know. And let us know how you're moving forward in your life, not only in your aspirations, but just day to day. Let us know how you, whether it's coping with the pain or you just want to let us know what your day to day schedule is. I don't know. Whatever you want. Whatever you do day to day that helps you move forward.
And feel free to share your struggles as well.
Yeah, you can share your struggles.
Share the failures. We're with you.
Like, there's growing pains as you move through life. If you want to let us know, hey, I have a 20-year plan and I've only figured out the last part, but I'm working my way there. You can share that too. It doesn't mean like if you haven't figured out that first or second or third step that you just can't get to the end goal. But let us know what you hope to do. Let us know if you personally have reached your end goal. How did you do it?
Yeah, please tell us.
Please tell me.
Give us some game. Jay-Z, if you're there, please. What was the first thing you did? Rob?
Check here. Let me read that down.
Sell cocaine. Right. But let us know anything. If you just want to have a discussion, talk about your day. We'll be happy if we notice the comment because I have to switch between accounts before I can answer you guys. Let us know. And other than that, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Like he mentioned, we're going to do another podcast here in a day or two, and we're going to upload it when the normal podcast would come out towards the end of the week. But until that point, I thank you so much for joining us. I'm Dominic. That's Jamal. That's Josh. And thank you so much for joining us on Soul Oasis. We'll catch you next time. Peace. Oh, and listen to that J. Cole album. Do yourself a favor. Well, we survived the let out.